elaborate scheme to make you buy more food.
What are you talking about?
Dude, think about it. Turnovers, pancake blocks. So I just scored. Feed me more.
Boy.
Not his real name.
Gotta love playoff football. Gotta love playoff football. It's the best.
Jerry.
It's the best.
Channing's eating rice.
Game day deals only on Uber Eats.
Let me get myself set up as this game gets ready to kick off.
Super Bowl Fan Fest. A Super Bowl experience like no other. You in?
Playoff football. Let's do this.
Welcome to Wildcard Week.
Oh, it's gonna be crazy here.
The stadium home for the Bills for one more season after this. You saw the new stadium will open in 26. Just across the street here. Broncos and Bills.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It's playoff football. We've got the Denver Broncos taking on the Buffalo Bills here in the wildcard round. This is going to be a tough battle for the Broncos. They have to be prepared. It's going to be the Broncos defense versus the Bills offense. But Denver gets the ball first. Looks, I don't know, they may have won the toss and elected to take it. Or maybe, no, I think the Bills won and they deferred the toss. So we're going to see what happens here. Broncos get the ball first, and here we go in Buffalo. The Broncos looking to pull off the upset. Buffalo looking to stay undefeated at home this season. Here comes the rookie sensation, Bo Nix. He's had a great rookie year. First rookie quarterback to start a playoff game in franchise history for the Denver Broncos. They've got a lot of belief in him. We're going to see what he does today. Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Denver Broncos. Bo Nix under center here. They're going to start off by handing the ball off here. And this is, by the way, going to be a key test for us, ladies and gentlemen. Because if Buffalo wins, we need to watch how they play the run game. Because we are going to look to do that next week against them. If Denver wins, we got to see how their defense plays out here. Second down and 5. Bo Nix hands the ball off here. But the Broncos defense all over it. They lose about 3 yards. 3rd down coming up here for the Broncos. Buffalo's defense is ready and engaged to start off this game. Here we go. 3rd down and 8. A loss of 3 here. 3rd and 8. Bo Nix in the shotgun here. Empty backfield for him now. He's going to make a change. Play clock winding down. They've got to get the snap off. They barely get the snap off. Here comes the pressure. Bo Nix standing in the pocket. Fires downfield. It's caught. What a catch by Cortland Sutton. 1st down Broncos. I think the Broncos will upset them. We'll have to wait and see. Hey, dude, how have you been? Happy about the Ravens win last night, but I know the job's not done. I've been good. Yesterday was awesome, but job's not finished. 1st and 10 here. They're going to hand the ball off again, and look at the Bills' defense. Trying to make a stop here, a pickup of about 6 yards. 2nd down coming up for the Broncos. Again, if the Buffalo Bills are unable to stop the run game, they're going to have trouble with the Broncos. And even if they win, Baltimore will be coming into town next week with Derrick Henry. And if they can't stop the run, that is going to be a formula Baltimore is going to utilize. 2nd down and 4 here. They're in Bills territory. They're going to send 4. Nix has got time looking downfield. Oh my God, he's got a man! He's got a man! Touchdown! The Broncos score on the opening drive. Bo Nix takes a deep shot, and the Denver Broncos Score on the opening drive to Troy Franklin. Oh, Denver's ready. This Bills defense, I've told you, I don't trust the Bills defense. This Bills defense is not to be trusted. This Bills defense is not to be trusted. I still believe the Bills are going to win this game, but this defense, Bills fans have been running their mouth all season. The defense is going to be the reason you guys don't get it done. You can win this week maybe, but you might lose to Baltimore next week. And if you beat them, you're going to lose to Kansas City. This defense is not good enough to get you to where you want to get to. Bo Nix just went out there and made a statement. Opening drive, they go down the field in Buffalo and score a touchdown. What is the defense doing? What is the defense doing? A rookie. If I'm telling you right now, listen. It's all about our rookie of the year who's going to play tonight. It's all about our rookie of the year who's going to play tonight. My boy Jaden Daniels. It's all about him. But I sat back and said if Bo Nix goes into Buffalo and pulls off the upset, he would need serious considerations for offensive rookie of the year. Because there's no way he does this, man. Opening drive. The defense is a problem. Trust me, Buffalo's going to be fine. They're still going to win this game. I don't have any concerns about Buffalo losing. But their defense is a liability. It could cost them next week against against Baltimore. And if they somehow win that game, it'll cost them in the AFC title game against Kansas City. That defense is not good enough to win them a championship. It's a liability. Clear liability. Last year, everybody called me crazy for picking the Packers over the Cowboys last year and the Broncos over the Bills this year. The Broncos are a miserable matchup for the Bills. I wasn't calling you crazy. I mean, I picked the Packers as well. I don't remember if I picked the Packers. I did say I wouldn't be surprised if the Packers pull off the upset and I'd be rooting for it. But I did try to give some leniency to the Cowboys. I don't know if I made that prediction. I don't remember if I picked the Cowboys or not. But I was not shocked to see the Packers do what they did. But in terms of picking the Broncos over the Bills, I picked the Bills. I will say it straight up, I picked the Bills. But it wouldn't be crazy to see this. I think NFL awards should run through the postseason too. It's never been done that way, unfortunately, so it's not going to be done. It's the same way for NBA, same way for the MLB. They just don't let the awards run through the postseason. The way they do it is the regular season and the postseason are two different seasons. The regular season, you get awarded for what you do in the regular season. Postseason is an entirely different game, so they don't hand out awards for the postseason. Postseason is all about the championship. You don't get personal awards for the postseason. Regular season is all about the awards. Postseason is all about the championship. So they've kept it that way in sports, and it's going to be the aspect. Am I streaming all 3 games today? You damn right. It's the playoffs. I'm going to be here for Philly, Green Bay, and you already know I'm going to be here tonight. Washington, Tampa Bay. What's going on, legend? What's good? Congratulations for putting belt to butt to the Steelers. And I'm shocked the Chargers got blown. The Chargers made me look like a fool, bro. I sat back and said the Chargers should be able to win this game. I said it'd be a close game because I said the Texans' defense is good enough to keep them in the game. But I thought the Chargers would have been ready. You know what? They had Greg Roman as their offensive coordinator. I should have known better. But I did not expect to see Justin Herbert unravel like that. That was the worst performance of his career. He's never looked that bad. The Super Bowl winning quarterback will probably get MVP every year if they did that. I mean, true, but they're not going to go like that. So Buffalo's got to respond now. Down 7-0 at home. Denver came out and responded. You've got to go out there offensively if you're Josh Allen, MVP candidate. But one of the favorites to win MVP. You got to go respond. In my opinion, the Broncos are the worst matchup for the Bills. Broncos should win this. Honestly, looking at the playoff teams, Broncos are a horrible matchup for the Bills. The Ravens are a horrible matchup for the Bills. They stink at stopping the run. They can't stop the run. That's their problem. They are bad at stopping the run. And you can get beat over the top, as we just saw. This could be dangerous for Buffalo if their defense does not tighten up. It can be dangerous. And if Josh Allen does not show up here in the offense, in the playoffs, it's going to be problematic here. First down here. Pump fakes. Fires. Caught over in the middle. First down, Bills. Shakir. The offense is going to have to prepare for a shootout. If their defense is going to play like that, Josh Allen needs to be prepared to air it out. If he doesn't air it out against this Denver defense, it's going to be problematic. And you're going to need Cooks to also help out here. It cannot just be a Josh Allen affair. I still believe the Bills are going to win this game. I'm just looking because I believe this is the team we're going to face off against next week. But Denver came out here and made a complete statement right off the bat on their opening drive. Where do I go from here being a Steelers fan? 8 straight years being the same story. You better hope they make a change. Here comes Cooks. Nice run by Cooks. First down and more into Broncos territory. Bills offense coming out here ready to respond automatically. That's what you want to see early on. Can they get this into the end zone? We'll have to see. First down, Buffalo. But yeah, I mean, where do you go from here? Well, you go to the offseason and prepare for next year. If the team was willing to change, if they were willing to change a lot of things around, by all means, you would have a shot. But I don't think the Steelers are going to look to change anything, which is their biggest problem. First and 10 for the Buffalo Bills inside the Broncos 36-yard line. Allen hands the ball off to Cooks. And Denver right now, their defense is not doing anything against the running game. Cooks is running all over them, and he's going to have to do that today if the Buffalo Bills want to win. What are your thoughts on Justin Herbert after that game? Miserable. That was the worst performance of his career. He unraveled. His teammates unraveled. Something about Greg Roman's offense just makes quarterbacks turn the ball over and receivers just not catch footballs. Because 2 of those picks weren't even his fault, but the other 2 were just abysmal. I don't know what he was doing with that. I just don't know, man. You got to start looking at Justin Herbert next. Is he part of the issue? Is he part of what's wrong with this team? Shakir picks up the first down. They run a wide receiver screen. He picks up the first. Denver's defense right now is getting gashed as well. So both teams coming out offensively and making plays. Ladd McConkey's their only good receiver. Absolutely. It's not like he's working with the best of weapons, but you can't make that argument when they got to the playoffs with these same weapons. You got to the playoffs with these same weapons, and you were going up against a Texans team that wasn't playing well heading into the playoffs, and yet you let them get right and dominate you. And the problem is, early on, they had the opportunity there. First down here, Allen fires, caught to Kincaid. Second down coming up here for the Bills. Because at the end of the day, you can say whatever you want. The first half of that game was there for the Chargers. They get the ball, they go down the field, they score a field goal. They had a chance to score a touchdown, scored a field goal. The very first play of the opening drive for the Texans, fumble. You get in prime position, you can't turn that into 7 points. The entire first half, the Texans couldn't do anything right. And in the final 4 minutes, they end up getting 10 points because they finally get themselves together. And that ultimately cost you here. 2nd and 5. They were ready for Cooks this time, but he was still able to get some yards. Third down coming up here, and honestly, if you're Buffalo down 7-0 early on, this has got to be 4-down territory. With Josh Allen, you feel comfortable to let this be 4-down territory. If you don't pick up this 3rd and 2, I'm going to go for it on 4th down. I'm going to absolutely go for it on 4th down if I'm Buffalo. 4-down territory, the Broncos came out and set the tone of their opening drive. We've got to match that energy. So if I'm Sean McDermott, I'm going for this on 4th down. I'm not settling for a field goal. But at the end of the day, you don't got to worry about 4th down if you can get it on 3rd. Here we go. Allen, 3rd and 2. Hands the ball off here. Denver's defense cannot make a stop. He picks up a 1st down. They're going to say he's short. I would review that. Was his knee down before he crossed? You know what? They're just going to sneak it then. Well, Denver's defense better be ready. They're not ready. Josh Allen 1st down. I'm not going to lie. Nowadays, with the quarterback sneak, if you have at least a decent offensive line, you can get the sneak. Chargers and Texans were trading picks like draft night. It was nasty. CJ Stroud didn't have a great game. It was really the defense that got it done. So, you deal with it. Red zone this season, Denver's defense ranked 3rd. Buffalo's offense ranked 2nd. So, it's strength on strength. Let's see who comes out on top here for the opening drive. First down and 10 at the Broncos 11-yard line. Allen hands it off here. Denver makes a stop. Cooks picks up about 2-3 yards here. 2nd down coming up picks up 3 yards. 2nd down coming up here for the Bills. Buffalo's got to respond here. Opening drive, you scored touchdown, match the energy that Denver brought to the table. Bo Nix is coming out here on a heater. So you've got to be prepared and you've got to be ready. This rookie's out here ready to go. After Mahomes, Josh, Lamar, and Burrow, who's 5? It fluctuates. It fluctuates at who's 5. 2nd and 7, Allen looking towards his left. No one's there. Pressure's coming. Allen steps up, fires. Incomplete. He had a man. It was Knox. That should have been a touchdown. What happened? Pressure was coming. Allen was getting pressured. They nearly got to him on a sack. He steps up, gets out of the pressure, sees Knox get open. Just missed him. He threw it behind him. He just missed him. The defense stepped up, which left Knox wide open, and Allen just missed him. He threw behind him. Empty backfield here, 3rd and 7. Broncos defense looking to make a stop. They're going to send 4. Allen looks, fires quickly, over the head of everybody, incomplete. And the Bills are going to have to settle for 3. What happened there? Everything was covered. Everything is covered. That was great defense by the Broncos. So Tyler Bass, who, by the way, has missed 3 of 5 field goal attempts in the postseason last year. So you do hope he can at least hit his field goals. He puts it in and it's good. 7-3 game here in Buffalo. 7:07 left to go in the first quarter. Jalen Hurts is 5. You can argue, like I said, it's interchangeable. It's constantly fluid. You don't exactly know. Yeah, 5 is interchangeable with Herbert, Stroud, and Hurts, in my opinion. Yeah, it's interchangeable with those 3. I think that's the next level. You always get guys that get in the conversation too when they play at their best, like a Dak Prescott, like a Jared Goff. They do get in the conversation, but usually they're never really seen as 5. Broncos D tighten up like buttons. They're going to be physical against Josh Allen today. And I'm telling you, man, it's going to come down. It's going to come down to the defense. Buffalo's defense has to show up. Love's in the conversation too. Fair to say he's in the conversation, especially after the way he played this year. At times he's looked top 5, at times he hasn't. So it's been fluid with that. Honestly, I got Baker at 5. I don't know how many people would be willing to put Baker Mayfield at 5, but I feel like you can make an argument he's in the conversation as well. I don't know if you would solidify Baker as 5. You know, he's had great years. He had a good year last year. He's had a great year this year. So it feels like you can, but I don't know how many people fully trust Baker as a top 5 quarterback where they would fully say that. I don't know how many people would be willing to pick him over other guys. Like, I don't know how many people would be willing to pick him over I don't even know who would I want to put in this situation. Bills defense has to step up, absolutely. The way they played that opening drive, they got cooked. You gave up a 19-yard pickup on 3rd down, and then you let Bo Nix fired over the top of your head for a touchdown. I want Washington to win tonight, so F Baker. I mean, you already know what I'm rocking. You already know I'm rocking everything here, so absolutely. You know what I'm looking to see happen. Washington hasn't won a playoff game in 20 years. I'm hoping tonight will be the night I get to see them win a playoff game. Like, they haven't won a playoff game in 20 years. And the funny part about it is they haven't won a playoff game in 20 years. And the team they beat last time they won a playoff game was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Tampa Bay. So let's see what happens. Don't like rooting for opponents, but playing Houston at home next week seems really nice. I'm not rooting for anybody. At the end of the day, we match up well against either or. Baltimore's defense has always played Josh Allen well. And we're watching the Bills' defense. They cannot stop the run. They're getting beat over the top. I feel comfortable against either one. The only difference is I would love another home playoff game as opposed to going to Buffalo. Because going to Buffalo, you have to play in that environment. I prefer another home game. So if we get Houston next week, I would love it. We match up well against the Texans. They've never been able to stop Derrick Henry. I would love that matchup. No question, I would love that matchup. But yeah, Bills defense got to tighten up right now. They've got to tighten up right now. Second drive here for the Denver Broncos. Bo Nix, if Bo Nix puts up a Jordan Love or CJ Stroud rookie year type performance here, it's going to be a bad look for the Bills. I want the Bills better matchup against the defense for us, in my opinion. Yeah, Broncos defense actually is really tough. We play well against the Broncos defense because they struggle in some cases against mobile quarterbacks, which is why I'm looking to see Josh actually use his legs. They struggle against the mobile quarterbacks, and Lamar and the offense did really well against them. Not to mention, Derrick Henry ran the ball effectively against them. So I feel we match up well against a team like the... Why am I talking about the Broncos? We wouldn't even see the Broncos. I mean, like, the Texans, we match up well against them. Here comes another play action. A toss. Quick, I don't know why I'm talking about Denver. In a potential AFC Championship game matchup, maybe we'll talk about that. But, Yeah, Bills is the better matchup because their defense is softer. But again, the Texas defense also has never been able to stop Derrick Henry, either with him in Tennessee or when we matched up with him, this year on Christmas. They can't stop Derrick Henry. They cannot stop Derrick Henry. So I feel comfortable against either matchup, but I would love Buffalo. I want that matchup. Let it be Lamar versus Josh in the second round. 2nd and 8 here. They're running the ball again. And Buffalo's defense was able to make an initial stop, but he was still able to pick up a few yards. And now they've got a player down for Buffalo. Oof. Hopefully he's okay. Ooh, that was a helmet to helmet right there. And then he had a player land on his head. His own teammate landed on his head after that helmet to helmet matchup. Hopefully he's okay. But yeah, that was brutal. Let's take a moment to laugh at the Steelers. Oh, we were laughing at the Steelers yesterday. It was fun. Ravens are a nightmare matchup for the Texans. It's a free trip to the AFC Championship. No, it's not. Not a free trip. You still have to go out there and play the game. Do not be Rex Ryan. Rex Ryan said it was a... Rex Ryan came on national television and said the Chargers have a bye week in the wild card round. Yeah, the Texans responded. Nothing. This is the playoffs. Nothing is free. The 9-7 Giants won the Super Bowl. Nothing is free. It's the postseason. Anything can happen. Never underestimate an opponent in the playoffs. I don't care how they look. It's the playoffs. Anything can happen. Let's not even try that. I'll be back. I gotta go get my charger.
Well, I'll be. Only pay for what you need. Liberty, 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 liberty.
CBS after the AFC Championship.
Dr. Watson, everyone who comes into this clinic is a positive. Remember, we're doctors and we're detectives. Doctors and detectives.
I kind of love it, if I'm being honest.
Be there when his new mystery begins.
The world needs you, Watson.
Morris Chestnut is Watson. Premiere Sunday, January 26th after the AFC Championship on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
All right. Oh, perfect timing. Perfect timing to get my charger. And then my phone charged because it's on 4%. Just leave you right here. Have fun. Purdy's not even in the top 10 conversation anymore. Hey, I'm going to let y'all have that debate. Yeah, this isn't the NBA. Anyone can beat anyone for real. All it takes is one game. All it takes is one game. It's the playoffs. It's one and done. Anything could happen. Upsets could happen. Buffalo could... If we were to play a 7-game series, Buffalo beats Denver 5 out of 7 times. Arguably. But this is a playoffs. If Denver comes out red hot and the Buffalo Bills aren't prepared, they can lose this game. 3rd down and 6. This secondary has to hold. They've got to put some pressure on Bo here. They cannot just let him stand in the pocket and dice them up. He has the capabilities. He's done it all year. They have to get some pressure on this guy. Here we go. They're going to send some pressure. He's still got time. Bo Nix has time, and now he's going to take off with his legs. Bo, he's going to be taken out of bounds. And the defense makes a stop. They lined up everyone at the line of scrimmage. Pressure was coming. That pocket was not going to hold for long. Everybody in the secondary held up. He had to get rid of the ball. Nobody was open. Nobody was open. Nobody was open. Nobody was open. That's a great defensive stop. That's a great defensive stop for the Buffalo Bills. They needed to make that stop. 4th and 5. Get themselves back in order. You allowed this rookie to score on the opening drive. You go out there. You make a stop. Now it's time to see that Buffalo Bills offense. What a punt. What a punt. It's going to go out of bounds inside the 15. Or maybe inside the 20. But that was a beautiful punt. Put him right inside their own 20 for the most part. So yeah. But yeah, this is the playoffs, man. This is the playoffs. Anything can happen. You cannot just assume these are going to be easy wins. This isn't the regular season we're talking about. This is the playoffs. This is the playoffs. You make that type of mistake, you're going home early. This is the postseason. We don't play around with the postseason. This is not the regular season. If it was a regular season matchup, by all means. But this is the playoffs. This is the playoffs. Here we go. Second drive here for the Bills. They have a chance to regain all the momentum that Bo literally stole from them. First and 10 here. Allen, he's going to have to step up. He dumps it off. It is caught. Pickup of about 6. Second down coming up here for the Bills. Second and 3. They're going to toss it here. Oh, look at that run. Picks up a first down. And gets up to the 36-yard line here. First down, Buffalo.
They bring in extra linemen, and you said it right there, Jim. You get big people in so they can handle edge defenders. And when you can go ahead and create that kind of space, Spencer Braun does his job inside, and you'll find the Bills love to use that extra lineman in there, Jim, and that makes you feel like it's a run, and then they'll go out.
First and 10 here. Run the ball again. Denver is struggling. Another first down. Oh my goodness. The Broncos cannot stop the run right now. The Broncos cannot stop the run. The Broncos cannot stop the run right now. Buffalo is gaining the momentum we expected to see. All this help Josh Allen doesn't have on offense is amazing. I'm not here to deal with that, man. Let them have that statement. Bills fans have been the most annoying and toxic fan base this year, in my opinion. It is what it is, man. I didn't get involved in it, so I don't care. The first touchdown drive for the Ravens yesterday was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. It was awesome. They're just going to run it down the flag. That might be on the offense. That might be an illegal shift or something. Okay, then they're fine.
That's, you just said, right? Alec Anderson comes in. They run that as much as anyone, Jim. The extra lineman. And the refs were like, no. That was legal. Oh, I didn't know they would run it back-to-back plays. Yeah. No one stays eligible all the time. Yep, Buffalo does. So they've pushed the football to the other side of the 50. Second and 7.
Straight up here, this Broncos defense, if they can't respond and stop the run game, Josh Allen is not going to have to do much here. Here we go. I'm interested to see what they're going to run here. But then they're going to get a false start. That doesn't help you out.
Was here last November of 23 when Denver won a Monday night game here in Buffalo. Oh, James, you just move forward, and that's the game within the game. The little chess pieces that Joe Brady's done a great job this year, giving Josh Allen information before the snap to know what's in the end zone. So the Broncos won here 14 months ago. They forced 4 turnovers in that game.
Second and 12 here. Broncos defense got to get themselves back in order. Allen takes a snap. He's looking. Nothing's there. He's going to roll. He's got time. Now he's going to take off. Wait, he's going to look, but he's going to take off again. And Allen's got a seam. And Allen is going to pick up about 7 yards, 8 yards. Third down coming up here. Nobody was open. Josh Allen did not force it. He just took what the defense gave him. Broncos defense looks pitiful. They're struggling right now. I told you they struggle against mobile quarterbacks. So I was waiting to see Josh Allen take off because they struggle against mobile quarterbacks. That's why Josh Allen's able to do what he's going to do here. Once he starts utilizing his legs, they're done. Once the Broncos have to start dealing with Allen's legs alongside trying to stop this run game, it's over for them. They're cooked. 3rd down and 3. Here we go. They're going to run it again. And, oh, Allen keeps it. Like I said, once Josh Allen starts using his legs, the Broncos defense is cooked. 1st down here. He keeps it. He gets it on the keeper, takes it up the middle, picks up the 1st down. And Denver's defense, again, the only way they're going to stay in this game is by making sure they limit Josh Allen in the red zone. If they're giving up field goals instead of touchdowns, they're going to have a chance. If they're giving up field goals instead of touchdowns, they will have a chance to beat the Broncos today. No, sorry, have a chance to beat the Bills today. If the Broncos can limit Josh Allen's offense to field goals, they got a shot. But once Josh Allen starts utilizing his legs, it's a wrap. And he's utilizing his legs today. He is utilizing his legs. 1st and 10, play action here. He's just got to toss it. Incomplete because the pressure got there quickly. They tried to go with a play fake. 2 defenders were immediately in his face. He just had to dump it down. Incomplete, 2nd and 10, 1:18 left to go here in the 1st quarter.
Hey, you want to get to the Super Bowl? Just go beat Josh Allen. And then you've got to go against Patrick Mahomes for the 3rd time. And then possibly the 2-time MVP Lamar Jackson. It's like, yeah, pretty easy road, right? Actually didn't see Patrick the 2nd time as they settled last week.
2nd and 10, Allen looking towards his left. Now down the middle of the field, fires, caught. Coleman gets it, but he's going to get dropped right there. He picks up maybe 5 yards. That was a deep drop back for Allen. So he picked up exactly 5 yards. 3rd down and 5. If the Broncos defense is holding the Bills offense to field goals, they have a chance to win this. That's all it comes down to. Buffalo's got to break through. Denver's staying fundamentally sound. They're bending, but they're not breaking. And that's all that matters. They're bending, but they're not breaking. As long as they don't break, they'll be fine. Allen, give him some time. He will utilize his legs. If not, he'll throw it over your head for a touchdown. They're 1 of 3 on 3rd downs here today. Here we go. Allen looking towards his right. He's going to fire. Immediately caught. 1st down. Coleman. Not Coleman. I mean Samuel for the 1st down. That right there was just beautiful execution. 1st down, Buffalo, and that is going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Denver with an early 7-3 lead, but the Bills are marching with the chance to take the lead.
Why would I use hymns to have my ED meds delivered to my door? I love pharmacy lines.
Why would I use clinically proven ingredients to regrow my hair through hymns? I love wearing hats 24/7.
Why would I choose weight loss treatment I can afford through hymns? I love selling off my prized possessions.
Why wouldn't I get high quality care I can trust? I love Hims. Get treatment you'll actually love at Hims.com.
Our energy turns driving into a transformative experience. It takes handling and makes it super handling.
Competitive 1st quarter here. Denver has made it feel like a game. But Buffalo slowly working their way through.
Mayo dip be creamy, and your quarterback dreamy. Oh, Mayo game day be delicious.
Sunday. Time to suit up. Half zip, quarter zip, and sacrifice your body. Because no matter how hard you prepare.
Oh yeah, this is stupid if they do that. That would be completely stupid if they do that. I would just ruin rivalries.
I'm going down there now. Ooh,
stink out.
You might have been right.
Rinse it out with Downy Rinse and Refresh.
You know how I know for a fact that football is invented to make you hungry?
Here we go.
5 out of 32 teams in the NFL named after birds. That, my friend, is a scheme to move chicken wings.
Look, no one's naming teams after birds just to sell.
Whew. Denver, again, is going to have to do a better job staying fundamentally sound defensively. But you cannot defend Josh Allen if he's going to utilize his legs. They're playing well defensively, honestly. They're playing well defensively, but hey, trying to deal with Josh Allen is not easy. And there's just going to be times where guys are out of position and plays are going to be made.
After the AFC Championship game. Back here at Hallmark Stadium for the start of the second quarter, where the Bills have the game's last 8 first downs. Here they are threatening.
1st and 10 for the Buffalo Bills. 7-3 game here. They're at the Broncos 21-yard line. Can they punch it in this time? Here we go. They're going to run it here. The running game has been great, and Cook continues to eat. He continues to eat against this Broncos defense.
Take a look at these first quarter stats. Jim, right here.
The stats are actually they're not really close. Broncos past the opening drive didn't do anything, and then Buffalo's just getting in their groove. They're just getting in their groove right now. It's a long, methodical drive here once again, but they have to find a way to punch it in. 2nd and 5 here. Gonna look to hand it off again. Denver tries to slow down Cooks, and they manage to stop him about 3 yards short. 3rd down and 3 coming up here. I'm about to put this game on mute. Romo's too much. Oh, yeah, Romo was going to be glazing. We knew Romo was going to be glazing the entire game. That's just what happens. He's been glazing. That's just what he does with his commentary. If we talk about Josh Allen, he's going to glaze. If he talks about Patrick Mahomes, he's going to glaze. That's just what he does. So, that's just how it is.
Denver's now showing a 5-man look. That means 5 guys against 5 offensive linemen in the last 2 plays.
3rd down and 3 here. Buffalo's 2 of 4 on 3rd down today. Can they convert and make this a 1st and goal situation here? They're going to have to call a timeout. They didn't like what they saw from the defense. They had plenty of time, but they didn't like what they saw on the defense. They're going to call a timeout, probably make an adjustment here, get the call right, make sure they're in a good position here. Because they got a chance to go score a touchdown on this drive. They don't want to mess it up.
Came out of Wyoming. Then he might end up being the Broncos quarterback. The Broncos had the 5th.
Josh Allen's having a good start here so far. 6'9", 45 yards, doing what he needs to do, setting his team up with opportunities to score on both of their drives here. This could end up being somewhat of a short game. If the Buffalo Bills are going to go on these long, methodical drives, this could kill the clock and make it harder for Denver. And Buffalo does get the ball coming out of halftime, so Denver is not going to have a lot of possessions if Buffalo's going on these long, methodical drives. They're running the ball well. They're getting completions. Allen's utilizing his legs. It's going to be very difficult for Denver to score consistently if they're not able to make stops against this Bills offense. 3rd and 3 here. Josh Allen rolls out. Josh Allen picks up the 1st down. Gets inside the 5. 1st and goal for the Bills. Again, Denver can't stop the run right now. Denver cannot stop the run. It's just quarterback power. He just takes it himself. And they cannot stop the run. It's a quarterback keeper here. 1st and goal here with Cooks in the backfield. Allen's going to take it under center here. You just hand that ball off on 1st and goal. And Cooks breaks free. Touchdown, Bills. Buffalo takes the lead. James Cook breaks free up the middle for a touchdown. Denver needs to go make some adjustments because their run defense has been pitiful. They can't stop the run. They're doing well against the pass. They just can't stop the run. And if you can't stop the run, you've got no shot to win.
This is why Buffalo has a real shot to win the Super Bowl this year. They have as good a one-two punch as anybody in the National Football League. When you have Allen and a guy like Cook, that's concerning for a guy like Sean Payton.
So Sean Payton, man, Vance Joseph's got to go make the adjustments. His team's got to be better. That was a pitiful drive defensively for the Broncos. They couldn't stop anything. For the offense of Buffalo, they ran it down the throats of Denver and took the lead that way. So yeah, Buffalo has to continue this running game, because if Denver is not going to stop it, I don't see a reason to air it out. If the Denver Broncos do not stop the run, this will be a quick game. It'll be a very quick game if they can't stop the run.
Very svelte, very formidable favorite. Deep breath. And bring it home. A perfect start and romancing the steel. Gorgeous and tight rotation. Now this, the final element, threading the needle into a one-arm thrust. And we've been waiting for what could be, and there it is, the pinky promise. Tremendous, tremendous performance.
Oh, man. I put it on mute immediately. He loves Josh Allen with the love I can only inspire to. Bro, he's constantly glazing Josh Allen, and he's constantly glazing Patrick Mahomes. But Josh Allen, he specifically has a love for Josh Allen. You could tell. That is his favorite quarterback in the league, and he's not even trying to hide it. So a lot of people just don't like to listen to Tony Romo anymore, just because every time he's talking about the Bills, it's going to be endless glaze of Josh Allen, and it's just like it's not going to be an even discussion, and nobody wants to hear one commentator actively glazing a quarterback. If you're the Bills commentator, by all means. If you're the Bills commentator, it's perfectly fine. It's all good. But you're supposed to be a neutral commentator that's just commentating the game. So when you're a neutral commentator commentating the game and you cannot be objective and you're just out there doing nothing but praise, glazing one side, and then the other side is not really talking much about it, yeah, people are going to get annoyed listening to your commentary. That's just how it is. 7.5 minutes taken off the clock. Denver cannot afford to let Buffalo go on those long drives. That can kill the game for them, man. They cannot let that happen.
OJ's rush touchdown record, franchise record of 16. That's where it started for him, because it really does set up everything else for the quarterback.
Everything stems from the running game, and then when you can layer the concepts and make it look like a run, and then the quarterback keeps it, then you make it look like a run, and the quarterback play actions and gets a deep play. Everyone gets better, and you put teams in a bind to have a two-way defense that has to play the run, the pass, the quarterback run. It's just too much, and it all starts really with Josh Allen. But the 1-2 punch with Cook and him, you're not beating this team.
All right, Denver offensively. Let's see what Denver does here on their third offensive drive. Cannot afford to go 3 and out right now. The momentum has now switched back over to Buffalo. You initially took the momentum with that opening drive. Denver, you've lost it. Buffalo's reclaimed it. You've got to go out there and you've got to find a way to reclaim the momentum. Go put points on the board. At the very least, tie this game up at 10 apiece. You cannot afford to give Buffalo the ball back with you still being down. It has to be a tie game where you take the lead. So this is where Denver has to be able to respond. 1st and 10, under center here for Bo Nix. Gonna hand the ball off here. And you're going to get a nice run here. Pick up of about 8 yards. 2nd down coming up here for the Denver Broncos. Buffalo struggles with the run. Denver struggles with the run. Lean on the run game. If you're both offenses, lean on the run game. It will give you the best chance to win here. 2nd down here for the Broncos. The Buffalo Bills have already rushed for 100 yards in this game. They have rushed for 100 yards so far. That is crazy to see. They have rushed for 100 yards. Here we go, 2nd down. Here's another run. They're going to pick up a 1st down here. Going to get it to Mims Jr. He's going to get it. First down here for the Broncos. Denver has got to find ways to utilize their speed on the outside with some of these guys. Got to utilize the run game here however you can. Got to use more of these sweeps if you can. 1st and 10. Bo Nix in the shotgun here. Could potentially still be a handoff here. No, play fake. Nix taking a shot down the middle of the field. It's incomplete. Courtland Sutton's got to catch the ball. Sutton, you have to catch that ball. It's in your hands. It's in your hands. You've got to catch that, man. You've got to catch that. You're the best wide receiver on the team. You've got to catch that ball. You had caught this defense dead to right. Perfect play call. Bo Nix put the ball right where it needed to be. You've got to catch that ball. And it wasn't even tipped. You've got to catch that ball. 2nd down and 10 in this environment, dude. You got to wake yourself up right now, and you've got to go out there and redeem yourself. Play clock winding down. Got to hand it off here on 2nd down. And they're going to be stopped short. Sutton, that drop is going to hurt you guys in the long run. 3rd down and 8 here. Got to find a way to convert this. You've got to. You hand the ball back to Buffalo, it's going to be 17-7. If you hand the ball back to Buffalo, it will be 17-7. 3rd down and 8 here for the Broncos. They have got to show something. Sutton, you got to find a way to redeem yourself. If you can get open, you got to catch the ball. Bo delivered a perfect throw. You've got to make that completion. Here we go. Nix in the shotgun here. He takes the snap. Look, and he's going to roll to his right. He's going to fire downfield. Incomplete. That was that was not a good throw. Reckless play was not a good throw. Yeah, he was looking for Sutton again. There was nowhere to throw that ball. There was nowhere to throw that football. There was nowhere to throw that football. Excuse me. What? That's crazy. What happened? I had to leave because I had to go handle something. I was getting called. I had to go handle something. So basically, according what you guys are telling me is they ran a fake punt, got the first down, and still failed to move the chains. So they faked the punt, got the first down, and then had 3 downs to go once again try to pick up a first down, and they still failed to convert and move the chains. That's a bad look. That's funny. That's funny because I came down here and I'm like, wait, why are they punting? And I walked down here to see them punting the ball, and I'm like, did they call a timeout or something? It's like, nope, apparently a fake punt happened. So that's funny. You ran a fake punt and it didn't even result in anything. That's not a good look, guys. How do you run a fake punt and you can't take advantage of that? If you're Denver, you've got to take advantage of that. You've got to take advantage of that. Yeah, I'm seeing the play now on Twitter. Yeah, he absolutely... That's a fake punt. They converted it. They got into Buffalo territory. And yet still couldn't score.
Oh, there it is. Cheaters don't get chicken. Oh. Cheaters get no chicken. I won't get mad.
That's crazy.
At CBS, we're on a mission to personally invite everyone to come laugh at Georgie and Mandy's first marriage.
I'm not gonna lie. How do you run a fake punt, get it, and then proceed to do nothing?
CBS January 30th or catch up anytime on Paramount Plus.
Those affected by the Los Angeles wildfires urgently.
Nah, that's a bad look. That's a bad look. You can't run a fake punt and then not get it. If you're gonna run a fake punt and convert, how do you not score there? How the hell did they give up a fake punt? I don't know. I don't know how to give up a fake punt to begin with. But hey, the defense at least is making some stops here. And after you make a stop again, you're not going to let them get another fake punt on you. That's Sean Payton with the trickery. He's got to do whatever he can, man. You're in Buffalo. This is a tough team to beat. So now they're going to start at the 1-yard line. If this Broncos defense lets them go 99 yards, it's over. 8:28 left to go. Buffalo gets the ball at half. If Denver's defense lets Buffalo go 99 yards, game over. We can pack this up right now and get ready for the divisional round. Denver's got no shot. This is their best chance to come out here, make a stop, get the ball back to your offense with great field position. The flag's coming in. This looks like it's on the... Might be a false start. I thought I saw the defense move, but this might be a false start. Yeah. I saw the defender move, but I don't think he crossed into the neutral zone, so it is a false start. So that puts them at the half-yard line. And I'm telling you, Denver's defense breaks through on it. They can't run the ball here. Man, this is tough. Starting off at the half-yard line here, if Cooks gets stopped in the end zone, that's a huge play for the Denver Broncos. Everybody's got to be fundamentally sound, and this offensive line needs to do their job. If they end up running this ball here, you're going to need the offensive line to do their job. Everybody's lined up there. First down. Cook breaks free. Picks up about 8. We got to say, man, the Buffalo Bills offensive line has been doing fantastic today. The offensive line has done a fake job. Yeah, I know he's done a couple fake punts when he was in New Orleans. He's been doing this. It's the same guy that chose to kick an onside kick in the Super Bowl against the Colts. We know this is Sean Payton's resume. He's been done this. It's not the first time he's done it. He's done this many times before. Buffalo should have been prepared for that. It's Sean Payton. He's tricky. 2nd and 1. But again, this Broncos defense, you know they're going to run it. They just can't stop it. He's short, so 3rd down here. But this is sad. If you're the Broncos defense, legitimately, you're the Broncos defense. You know they're going to run it on 1st down. They're not doing no play action at the half-yard line. They're going to run it. And they can't stop anything. They can't stop anything. The Broncos defense is just Swiss cheese right now. They can't stop anything. Can't stop the run to save their lives. They can't stop. This offensive line is bullying the front seven of the Denver Broncos. They can't stop anything. Oh, Lord, they can't stop anything. Denver's not going to, sorry, the Buffalo's not going to air it out because Denver's not giving them any opportunities to air it out. They keep running. Oh, that should have been a flag. You can't just push the dude while he's walking away. You lucky the refs didn't flag you there. All Buffalo's doing is running the ball. And Denver can't stop the simplest of things. They're running the ball. You're just getting manhandled. Here comes Allen. Now he's going to take a shot down the field. No one's there. Just check it down. They really, they're doing great in the secondary. The secondary is holding up. They're not giving up a lot in the passing game. Buffalo just keeps running the ball down their throat, and the Denver Broncos can't stop it.
He's literally going to throw this ball, but you're going to find the defenders for Denver get there, and if he threw that, it could have been intercepted. This is the evolution.
Oh, for God's sake, shut up, Tony! This is the evolution. Josh Allen been done. Oh my God, Tony, shut up. Oh, Josh Allen didn't throw a pick. This is the evolution. Shut up, Tony. My God, man, shut up. I'm doing another tush push because they're at the half. It's gonna be 1 yard short. I'm gonna do another tush push. They can't stop the run. Why am I gonna stop? They can't stop the run. I'm gonna keep running it. Like, my God, Tony, enough already. Josh Allen didn't throw a pick. This is the evolution. Shut up, Tony. Like seriously. We're out here giving credit to Josh Allen for not throwing a ball that would have potentially been picked off. For doing the most... Okay, I'm going to leave it there, man. Tony's just too much, man. They're going to run this ball. Play action here. Allen is just going to fake the defender. Allen is just toying with these guys. They can't hold him. This is embarrassing. The Denver Broncos defense is getting cooked. And again, if they go 99 yards and score a touchdown, the game is over. If they go 99 yards, the game is over. If they go 99 yards, the game is over. And Allen could have thrown that. The receiver was open. But why not go pick up the first down with my legs? They can't stop me. If they go 99 yards, the game is over. They're winding the clock. It's under 5 minutes. Denver's got no shot here if they can't stop anything. They're at the 26-yard line. If they go 99 yards, you're cooked. Quick throw. It's caught. Cooper picks up about 4 or 5. Second down coming up here for the Bills. Shout out to the Houston Texans. Everyone doubted them because the injuries and the Chargers being a much healthier team, and they made Herbert have the worst playoff game of his career. I'm going to have the worst game of his career. Shout out to Houston. Yeah, I gave them credit. They proved me wrong. I said their defense would be good enough to keep them in it. I didn't expect their defense to be good enough to help them win the game. The defense won them the game. The offense was not great, other than 2 drives maybe. The defense won them the game. So I didn't expect the defense to be that dominant. I expected the defense to keep them in the game, not win them the game. 2nd and 5 here. Allen under center. Just going to toss it. And look at this. Nobody can stop Cook. Nobody can stop Cook. They can't stop the run. It's over. It's over. I'm going to declare it here with 3:55 left. You're showing me you can't stop the run. They're gouging you. They're killing the clock. They get the ball coming out of half. You can't stop anything. Game over. Let's prepare for the Bills. Houston should have purposely lost because they aren't making it out of KC and the Texans. Why would they do that? You would not last 5 minutes as a GM. Or at 5 minutes as a GM or a coach doing that. You would be fired on the spot doing something stupid like that. That's why they always say fans just say anything. That is the most fan answer you get. You shouldn't win a playoff game. Purposely lose a playoff game so you could try to get a higher draft pick. That's got to be the dumbest thing you could say. What? They pay you to win games like this. You got a chance to win a playoff game, but let's purposely lose so we can get a higher draft pick. Okay, bro. They would have fired you 5 minutes after. That's just fan talk. That's just fan talk. No, you would have been the amount of swear words the fans would have thrown at you, the amount of racist slurs they would have used towards you, the way that GM and owner would have fired you for doing something like that, you wouldn't have even survived. You would have been ran out of town with that type of mindset. 2nd down and 8 here, 2:43 left to go. Denver's got to go make some sort of play. And now a false start? Jeez, guys. Buffalo's offensive line is doing a great job manhandling these guys in the run game. But, man, these false starts are hurting them. And it's not even the offensive line. It's not even the offensive line that's caused all the false starts. But this one was on an offensive lineman. Can't let that happen. Cannot let that happen. 2nd down and 13. It kills the momentum here. You're at the 35-yard line, so you're still in a good position. But that puts you in a 2nd and long position. Now Denver can get more comfortable because they don't need to see you run the ball. Here comes Allen. Here we go. Oh, he got sacked. Oh, that's different. Allen got sacked. The defense finally got to him because they got in a 2nd and long situation. They couldn't run the football. Defense makes a stop. 2:18 left to go. Denver's going to call a timeout. That puts you in a 3rd and long situation. That's not good. Zach Allen just beat the left tackle and got to Allen. I'm streaming all 3 games, John. I'm here all day for the playoffs. I'm not missing a single playoff game. Yesterday was different. I wasn't here for that. What's the point of winning a playoff game when you're going to get smacked the week after? You don't know if you're going to get smacked. Everyone said the Texans were a bye week. They beat the team. You don't know what happens in the playoffs. The 9-7 Giants won a damn Super Bowl. The 0-7 Giants beat the 18-0 Patriots in the Super Bowl. You never know what happens in the playoffs. What type of mindset is this, dude? Should the 2011 Giants should have just folded against the 15-1 Packers because they were going to get smacked. It's the playoffs. Anyone can win. Upsets happen. It's any given Sunday. The 11 Giants would have, with your mindset, the 2011 Giants would have just packed up after the wildcard round. Don't win the wildcard round. The 15-1 Green Bay Packers with the MVP Aaron Rodgers, they're going to get smacked the following week. What did they do? They went and upsetted them en route to the Super Bowl. You don't do that type of mindset in the playoffs. That doesn't make any sense. You don't know what's going to happen. That's why we play the games. Anything could happen. It's the playoffs, man. How long have you been watching football? Come on, man. 3rd and 21. Allen just got to check the ball down. It's 3rd and 21. Got to check the ball down. Defense gets to stop. You're going to have to punt the football. Buffalo's the one that called the timeout. So they're going to have to punt the football. Denver has one last chance here. No, it's about to go to the 2-minute warning. You're not going to have a chance. 2-minute warning. They might try to get him offsides. I say nobody jump. They're not firing it on 4th and 8. So, yeah, 2-minute warning. Denver, you're going to have one last chance to take the lead. Buffalo gets the ball coming out at halftime. You've got to go put some points up. If they go for it and fall and fail, fire the Bills head coach. He's not going for it. I picked the Commanders to get revenge in that GD5 revenge game. I picked the Commanders already. You see what I'm rocking. I'm picking the Commanders 100%. We ready for the moment. But no, you don't have that mindset. We have seen upsets all the time. The Giants played the Packers well, but you don't know how. We literally watched the Texans play the Chiefs well. Look how close the game was. They played them well and lost Tank Dell in that game. You don't know how they're going to play. You don't know. If we knew, we wouldn't play the games. If we knew a win was going to be there, why am I having to explain this to a football fan? How long have you been watching? Perfect example. The 7-9 Seahawks upset the defending Super Bowl champion Saints. Upsets happen all the time. It's the playoffs. This isn't the NBA playoffs. This is the NFL playoffs where it's one and done. If you come out bad, if you come out flat, you can get beat by anybody. You can't have the mindset that we're already. What type of loser you're not built to work in the NFL if you're doing that. You would be fired as a coach, as a GM, as an owner. Not as an owner, but as a coach, a GM, anything. If you have that mindset, you wouldn't be employed. You cannot sit here and say, well, we're going to get smacked by Kansas City next week. Let's just lose a playoff game. What type of mentality is that? You think they hired their head coach and all their coaches because they think they're going to lose? You don't know what's going to happen. That's why we play the games. If we would assume all the games would go the way you expect it to go, there would never be an upset. Hell, Baltimore never beats Denver in 2012. If we would just assume that the number 1 seed, Broncos smacked them by 17 in the regular season, they don't win that. If you would, I'm glad you're not the Texans coach. You would have been fired. You would have never made it in the NFL as a coach with that dumb mindset. Just throwing playoff games when you have a chance to win. That is a dumb mindset. That is not the mindset of a coach. That is idiotic. I'm glad you are a fan. I am 100% glad you are a fan. You would never make it as a coach. I would have fired you long beforehand if you would have told me, look, we're going to decide to tank a game. I'm going to put in Davis Mills instead of CJ Stroud. I would have fired you before the game started if you would have told me that. That is not the mind. I'm sorry, bro. Some of y'all just be doing too much, man. That's just such a dumb thing to say. Like, have you ever watched football? Have you ever watched the NFL playoffs? Upsets happen all the time. And yet you're having this mindset, well, we're going to get beat anyway, so let's just tank a game in the playoffs. Then why go to the playoffs in the first place? Man, I'm done with this topic. I'm done with this topic. I can't keep letting these type of topics. I love debating it. It's always fun to debate it, go back and forth with the intensity. But a topic like that, that's just wrong. That's just wrong. I'm sorry. That's just wrong. That makes no sense. No, I'm not wasting my time with this charge. Keep going by yourself. I'm not wasting my time with this, bro. That's just that's such a bad statement, bro. I'm sorry. Trolling, no trolling, that's just a bad statement. I don't care if you're trolling or not. That's just a bad statement. That's just a bad statement. If I was the Texans, I would purposely tank in the playoff game, and you'd be fired by the end of the day. Oh my God, that's such a bad statement. Like, are you a football fan saying that? Nah, you just trolling just to troll. You just trolling just to troll. I wasn't here yesterday, so... Jesus, Denver, you just ruined everything. Y'all fighting over here over these things. Now you get a personal foul, so now that's going to back you up even more. Good luck on this drive. I'm sorry, that's just a wild statement, man. Some of y'all say some statements that make me think y'all not even football fans. That don't make any sort of sense in any possible world. What type of statement is that? Let's purposely throw a playoff game because we're automatically going to get beat next week. And then if we're sitting here in the Texans go to the Kansas City Chiefs next week and beat them, what is said then? You play the games. You never know what's going to happen. I'm not wasting my time with this charge. Keep arguing with yourself. That's just such a terrible statement, bro. That makes no sense as a football player to say that. But for real, what is wrong with people? No one is stupid to lose on purpose. In the playoffs! To say this, it's one thing if you're trying to say let's just purposely tank, which again, players don't tank, teams tank. But you're in a playoff game. You are in a playoff game. You've won the division. It's a home playoff game. So it's a home playoff game. You won your division going up against a team that's coming into your house, and you purposely want to tank. Just throw a playoff game to get a higher draft pick. The logic in some of these, this is why players will never take our fans seriously. They will never take the fans seriously as long as we say things like this. Trolling, no trolling. If you say something like this, you will never be taken serious by anybody. NFL former or current player, NFL analyst, that statement is just wrong. That makes no sense from any football standard. No sense. No sense. And I'm fine having this debate here because I wasn't with you guys yesterday. You know, it was radio silence. I wasn't here for the playoff game, so I'm fine bringing this intensity here with the discussion and debate just because we're gonna be here the whole day. We gotta bring the energy. But I'm sorry, that makes no sense. That makes no sense. That's like telling the 07 Giants, just tank. You're not beating the 18-0 Patriots. They didn't lose a single game. No point in playing in the Super Bowl. You know what? Go let the Packers in the NFC title game. Go let Brett Favre and the Packers go play them. Go let Brett Favre and the Packers go play the Patriots in Super Bowl 46. Not Super Bowl 40, Super Bowl 42. Why try and beat the Giants in 07? Why try? You already faced off against the Patriots in 07. You lost in the regular season. The Patriots are 18-0. They're undefeated. You're in the NFC title game. Just purposely lose to Brett Favre and let him go face off. You'll get a higher draft pick. Throw away a chance to potentially go win the Super Bowl. Who wants to go to the Super Bowl to get smacked, right? So the 07 Giants shouldn't have won that NFC title game. They should have lost. Better yet, they should have lost the Cowboys in the divisional round. Why beat Dallas? You're not going to go to Green Bay. You think you're going to go to Green Bay to win? With the amount of upsets that's happened, even with the Ravens, you know what? In 2012, the Ravens should have purposely lost to Andrew Luck because there's no way they're going to go into Denver against the #1 seed and win. I'm not wasting my time with this. You just yapping. It's just fans just yapping and saying anything for the sake of saying anything. Makes no sense. No logical sense. No football sense. You're just yapping and yapping. You want to be different. You want to put a random statement out there. You're just trying to be different. Nobody would agree with you on any factor. You cannot validate that statement. It's dumb in every single facet. And any football fan would look at you sideways if you were to say something like that. Every fan of a team would look at you sideways if you were to tell them that. Oh my God. Good Lord. Stupid penalty. Broncos aren't serious about winning. I don't know what they were fighting. This isn't the time to fight. You're actively trying to go score before halftime. And you're doing dumb things like this. 3rd down and 1. If they get stopped here, Buffalo's getting the ball back. You might as well run. Nope. They don't even look like they're prepared for this, man. Knicks runs the sneak. They pick up the 1st down. 2017 Eagles shouldn't have beat the Falcons or Vikings at home. They weren't going to beat the Patriots. Yeah, I mean, with a backup quarterback in Nick Foles, why even try? What is wrong with people? I don't know, man. This is why everyone looks at fans and say we don't know anything about football. I'm not even lying. This is why fans say we don't know anything about football. Trolling, no trolling. You say something like that, it comes from some... I don't care if you're trolling or not. You say something like that, part of you actually believes that statement. Anybody that's trolling, and like, I'm just trolling, bro, part of you actually believes that statement. Part of you actually believes that actual statement. Part of you truly believes that statement. I'm just trolling. No. Part of you believes that statement to be true. Trolling, no trolling. You partly believe that to be true. That's just such a wrong statement, bro. And some of y'all just be coming on these chats and saying anything to garner a reaction out of me, which is fine. I'm always going to bring the energy, but I'm sorry. It's just, if you're going to say something, at least it has to make sense. It has to make sense. In no accounts does that make sense in any fashion here. Bo Nix, buying time. 45 seconds left. They at least need a field goal. They're going to go quickly here. You can't waste too much time. You're at the 30-yard line. You cannot waste too much time. You got to get this out. 1st and 10. Nix. Fires. Caught. They said it's a catch? Oof. I don't know. Was that? It's in. 1st and 10. That left foot was in. Here we go. Pressure's coming. Nix fires. Incomplete. 23 seconds left. They've got to get into field goal range. You make it a 10-10 game, you feel comfortable. 23 seconds left. Bo Nix, 7 of 11, 81 yards and a touchdown.
Jim, you're right. He's made a 60-yarder, but going this way in warm-ups, he only went back to 54, so trying to get to the 35-yard line.
2nd and 10. Nix. Here we go again. Bo. Fires downfield. He has a man. Incomplete, but a flag on the play. What's the flag for?
It's going to go against what looks like the Buffalo defense.
It's to be on Bedford, 47, and see how many yards they get.
Holding on the defense. 15 seconds left. 5-yard penalty. Denver still have a timeout. They need to get into field goal range as quickly as possible. That's a clear hold. That's a clear hold on Sutton. Oh my God, he was holding the hell out of that dude. Bo, if take a little bit off of it. You had a man, you had Patrick. You've got to take a little bit off of that. 1st and 10, 15 seconds left. They're around midfield at the 47-yard line. They need about 15 yards here. Actually, you need about maybe 20 yards. Timeout Buffalo. Timeout Buffalo. Buffalo receives the ball coming out of halftime, so Denver needs to score some points here. If you make it a 10-10 game, you at least feel comfortable, or at least half comfortable heading into halftime knowing it's a tie game.
inside breaking route, something over the middle of the field. Get up and call timeout.
Sean McDermott, you saw him, has so much admiration and respect for Sean Payton. He's one of the great play callers, and he makes decisions so fast. Payton in his 10th postseason.
First and 10 here. 15 seconds. They need about 20 yards. They've got to get to the 35-yard line. They need actually 18 yards. Here we go. They got to be prepared. They're going to send pressure from that right side. Here we go. Pressure's coming. Bo running, looking, firing, downfield. Caught! Timeout! He gets it to Sutton. Timeout. 5 seconds left. They're going to get a shot at the field goal here. They're going to get a shot at the field goal. Bring out the kicker right now. Sutton breaks free on a route, coming across the middle of the field. Bo Nix running towards his right to buy time, throws a perfect, well, near perfect pass to Sutton. Sutton makes the catch, and he gets down inside the 35-yard line. That is going to set them up for a field goal. They're going to have a chance to tie this game. Kicker's going to have to make this one, though. But they're going to have a chance to tie this game up here. 5 seconds left to go in the half. Will Lutz, you know he can make these kicks. He is expected to make these kicks. He's made these kicks in this situation. He was pretty great in the regular season. Just missed 3 kicks. Pretty sure 2 of those were blocked. 50-yard field goal here in this environment, in this weather. It's not going to be easy, but you need Will Lutz to make this kick. Here we go. To tie the game before halftime. Will Lutz. It's reeling. It hits the post. It's no good. It's no good. The Broncos missed out on tying the game up. Bo Nix gets them into field goal range, and Will Lutz cannot make the field goal. It's going to stay a 3-point game. Oh my God, it just doinked. Bo Nix drives them into field goal range, and Will Lutz misses the field goal. You cannot have that in this situation. You absolutely cannot have that in this situation. Honestly hope that the Ravens never have to see Tucker kick a field goal all playoffs long other than PATs and kicks under 30 yards. I would love that because that means we're scoring touchdowns. I would prefer touchdowns over field goals, but you know it's the playoffs. You're going to have to kick some field goals. I'm glad we didn't have to do that yesterday, but there's going to be times you're going to need to. So we are at halftime, ladies and gentlemen. Hail to the Commanders. That's what it is. That's HTTC. Hail to the Commanders. That's what it means. But we are at halftime, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to be interrupted anymore, having to deal with a few things being called multiple times. So let me try to go handle some of the things I have to handle. I will see... What the heck is this? Oh, my God. I will see you guys in the second half. So, yeah, I'm going to go handle some of this stuff so I don't have to be called as much. Because I don't like being interrupted. I missed out on the fake punt because I got called for something. So I'll see you guys in the second half. Bills get the ball coming out of halftime. Let's see what they do with it, man. Second half of this playoff game. If you are Denver, that's problematic. Yeah, I heard about Rabel. We knew that was going to happen. Everybody knew that was going to happen. The second they made that firing, we knew where Mike Rabel was going to go. It was a plan. It was a plan. They planned this for a while now. We knew. We knew this was going to happen. Not even surprising. We knew it was going to happen. We were just waiting to see when it would happen. So Bills get the ball coming out of halftime. Everything's looking bad for the Broncos. They're trying to return this here. He's going to be dropped around the 35-yard line. Like, this was all expected. This was a plan. The Patriots basically planned this, so this is not even a surprise. We knew it was going to happen. We were just wondering when it's going to happen. Postseason career for the Denver Broncos. Head coach, they're 0-8 when they're trailing at halftime. So, I don't see any life. I don't see any hope for the Denver Broncos unless they just switch things up. Not even switch things up. They got to force some turnovers. They have to force some turnovers. They've got to force a turnover here. 1st and 10. And look at Cooks getting right back to running all over this defense. Again, if Denver's not going to stop the run, Buffalo's not going to stop running the football. I don't see a lot here for the Broncos. Not looking good at the start here. I don't see anything good for them. I just, they had a chance to tie the game, but I don't see anything that would make me think the Broncos pull out the upset. The only thing that can help them out is a turnover. They have got to force a turnover. They have to. They have to. Got to force a turnover here. 2nd down, they're going to run it again, and the Broncos, look at this. They can't stop the run. They cannot stop the run. If they can't stop the run, they have no chance to win. If they cannot stop the run, they have no chance to win this game. Oof. Play action here. Allen has time to throw down the field. Wide open. Got it to Knox. Again, there's just nothing here from Denver. They just look dead. They look dead. They look dead. I'm sorry. I know it's only 10 points, so you feel like it's fine, but there's nothing here. The defense can't make a stop, and the offense is just gone. After the opening drive touchdown, they've done nothing. I mean, turnovers are the only thing that can save the Broncos right now. They have to force a turnover. They give up a touchdown here, they're done. Down 10 against Buffalo? Oh, look at this. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. 1st and goal. It's over. It's over. So we've got Green Bay and Philadelphia next. I think that's going to be a much closer matchup. I wonder if there's any Eagles fans that are concerned that Jalen Hurts has not played a game in like 3 weeks. That's where I would personally be concerned. So I feel it kind of counters because Jalen Hurts hasn't played football in 3+ weeks, and Jordan Love is recovering from an elbow injury that he suffered last week against Chicago. It kind of evens out. You don't know what you're going to get from each quarterback here. So that is a concern. But at the same time, the advantage still goes to Philadelphia because they have the better defense, they have the better offense, they have the better running game. Just slightly because Josh Jacobs has been running the hell out of the football, but Saquon Barkley's been better. So it becomes very difficult. It's plenty of football left. Anything can happen. A turnover would need to happen. If they go down 10, they can't stop the run. James Cook has over 100 yards rushing today and a touchdown. They can't stop the run. They actively can't stop the run. So what do you do here? They can't stop the run. Can't stop the run. Offensively, they've gone dry. They're going to run it again. This time they got to Cook. They could have got him 3 yards behind. Couldn't do it. Man, that's a crazy statement, John. That is a crazy statement. That is a crazy statement. They're going to be dangerous in the facilities over there. They still play football in those facilities, man. No one's gonna lock them up, man. Nobody's locking those dudes up. Well, they're locked up. Well, one's locked up already. The other, if they catch him, he's probably gonna be locked up too. But in the facility, they're already gonna be locked up. But within the facility, they're gonna be. No one's gonna lock them out on the field in the facility. 3rd and goal. They give up a touchdown here. It's over. Allen finding as much time as possible. No one's open. Allen gets sacked. If there's anything that's been holding up, it's the secondary. No flag on the play because he felt like someone got held. He felt someone got held. Let me see the replay here. Should the refs have called a flag? Should the refs have called a flag? Let me look at the end zone aspect. Allen had plenty of time in the pocket. The offensive line did their job. Eventually, they're going to get to you. Was anybody held in the end zone? They're not showing the replay. I can't see. Tyler Bass, 27-yard field goal. He made the first one, which was from 26. This time he makes it from 27. And Buffalo takes a 13-7 lead. You don't like how the Buffalo Bills have been struggling early on offensively? Oh, that's a flag. That's a penalty. Pass interference. That's a penalty. He was looking for Kincaid. That's a penalty. That's a clear penalty. What is the ref doing? He's right there. That's a penalty. That should have been 1st and goal at the 1. That's a clear penalty. The Packers' offense is too conservative for them to beat Philly. They can be aggressive if they need to be, but the problem is Jordan Love already dealing with that elbow injury. Watson being out for the season, that hurts them. And then defensively, you lost your best defensive player. You lost your best defensive player. Jair gone. He's not going to be in the playoffs. It's bad. It's really bad.
BetMGM's got your back. Get your welcome offer and play with the sportsbook born in Vegas.
Oh, this easy. Really?
Get up to a $1,500 new customer offer and bonus bets when you sign up now. BetMGM. Download and bet today.
I looked at the replay. They were showing Kincaid. The defender was on him. Kincaid's body turned as he's trying to turn the other side, and there was contact there. It should have been a flag. It should have been a flag. This is the Denver defense knows they couldn't have given the touchdown there. You're down 10 plus. You're down 10 in Buffalo. Couldn't afford that. But the defense holds up, even though there should have been a penalty. The defense holds up, forces a field goal, and now, what's going on, Daniel? Now, if you're Denver, you cannot continue to waste drives. A touchdown gives them the lead. They have to go score. You missed a field goal with Will Lutz. That would have tied the game. Now you're down 6. Go on that football field and score a touchdown. Denver, you cannot continue to afford to waste these opportunities. Your defense isn't playing great against the run game, but they're not giving up a lot of points. They've held this Bills offense to 13 points. They've held the Bills offense to 13 points. The Broncos defense is doing their job. The offense, other than the opening drive, has done nothing. They got into field goal range, but their kicker missed. They got to go score a touchdown here. Because at some point, the game is going to get away from you. At some point, the game is just going to escape you. You cannot continue to do nothing on offense. You cannot continue to do nothing on offense. Because even if the Buffalo Bills aren't scoring touchdowns, they're getting points out of these possessions. If they get the ball next and you don't score here, guess what? They get another field goal. Now it's 9 points. 2-possession game. Then it starts to add up. The clock's going to tick down. Denver's offense needs to respond. We'll see, though. We will see. But if you're Buffalo, you continue to do what you're doing. If you're Buffalo, you continue to do what you're doing. There is absolutely no reason why you should stop running the football. They can't stop the run. So here goes the kick. You just let that go out of bounds. Touchback here. 1st and 10 for the Denver Broncos. That missed kick will cost the Broncos. It will because they can't score. The Buffalo defense has tightened up since that opening drive. They're not letting somebody get over the top against them. Broncos can't kick, can't tackle. Yep, they can't tackle, can't kick, and guys are dropping passes.
to say thanks to everyone I've ever had the great pleasure of working with.
This becomes an offensive situation for the Broncos. They've got to go score points. The game is there for you. It's 13-7. The game is in front of you. The game is in front of you. The game is in front of you if you're Denver. The game is right in front of you. You've got to go score. 10 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Opening drive here for the second half for Bo Nix and the offense. They've got to go score. Buffalo's defense has done their job. Got to go respond here. 1st and 10, and look at this. Buffalo's defense immediately makes a stop. If you're Denver, you can't afford that. Broncos, their offensive line has been getting smoked. The official knew he missed that, went to Kincaid and said it was my bad. There should have been a flag. If the Bills end up losing the game because of that, I'd be pissed off. But again, the Bills are dominating time of possession. They have more yards. They're owning them in the rushing yards category. It's not even close right now. Buffalo's in a good position here. At some point, that Denver defense is going to get tired. They had to hand it off because the Bills front seven broke through the offensive line. So that ended up being a handoff to Williams. 3rd down and 5. You got to convert this deal. Denver cannot afford to go 3 and out. I don't care if your defense is making stops or holding them out of the end zone. The Broncos have ran 26 offensive plays. The Bills have ran 23 plays in Denver territory. They're getting outbeaten in every category. They have to make it up here. 3rd down and 5. Nobody's open. He floats it. Incomplete. Good Lord. It's over for this Broncos team. 3 and out. They're done. They're done. They can't make catches. They can't tackle. They can't kick. You can't win like that. It's right there in the hands of the receiver. It's not an easy catch, but you've got to make the catch. Yeah, it's over. I'm not even lying. There's nothing here. You need a turnover. You need a turnover.
You're watching Wildcard Weekend, powered by Verizon.
Now taxes is getting the TurboTax app. And filing your taxes yourself 100% free if you didn't file with us last year. Now this is taxes. File free in the app by 2/18 when you switch to TurboTax, do it yourself.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, people like Geico because it's just easy. Bundling, for example. You've got car insurance here and home insurance here. Why not? Zoop, put them together. Save even more. Some things are better together, aren't they? Like, tea and biscuits. You wouldn't bundle just anything. Like, say, a porcupine in a balloon factory. Now, that'd be a mess. I mean, for starters...
Bo Nix playing a good game. Bo Nix is putting the ball where it needs to be. There's been at least 4 drops today. There's been 4 drops today, and it's hurt them. They've got to catch the ball. They've got to catch the ball. Bo Nix is a rookie. You have to help him out. Some of you guys have been in the league for a while. You've got to help your rookie quarterback out. They're not helping him. The offensive line's not blocking. They can't get anything going in the run game, and receivers are dropping passes. You're putting your rookie quarterback in an awful situation. What is he supposed to do given the circumstances? Denver's defense is not playing perfectly, but they're holding them out of the end zone. It's a bend but don't break defense. They've given up 13 points. I don't know what you do. I don't know what you do. If Denver's offense is not going to show up, there's no way they have a shot to do anything here. This defense is holding on by a thread. And these guys can't catch the ball. Drop pass after drop pass. No, it has not been easy.
In one tight spot. And the strength. And the smarts.
It has not been easy for them. But you've got to... It's not been easy. That catch was not easy on 3rd down.
Let's drive.
Nix is playing leaps and bounds better than what Herbert played yesterday. I mean, yeah, he's not turning the ball over, so obviously he's playing better. But this is just rough. This is just rough.
Together, let's drive. Well, looking back AFC Championship game.
Bills won that, went to the Super Bowl, and lost wide right. Sorry, I just wanted to remind them since you want to talk about 1991. First and 10 here, man. These guys have got to do this defense. They're going to get tired. It's the third quarter, and their offense is again not doing anything. They're going to get tired. They're going to get tired. When they have ran the ball on them, they're tired and they're beaten up. Good luck making a lot of stops here. Well, their defense did make somewhat of a stop here on first down. At least you stopped them for a yard or two. You stopped them for a yard as opposed to stopping him after he picks up 5, 6, 7 yards. Look at this. Field goal, touchdown, punt, field goal. That's where their first 4 possessions have looked like. This is their 5th possession. But look at the time of possession. 5:29, 7:35, 6:36, 4:57. I mean, they're killing the clock and walking away with points. You're killing the clock and walking away with points. Meanwhile, Denver is going 3 and out. 2nd and 9. Here comes Allen. Fires across the middle. It's caught to an open receiver. Shakir picks up a first down and goes out of bounds. Yeah, I don't know what Denver is going to do in this situation, man. Because they're pressing so much that guys are getting left wide open in the pass game. Look at this. They're pressing so much for the run game, nobody's covering Shakir. And it's just a simple crossing route. He's just coming across the middle. It's just underneath. Like, what do you do in this situation? They have to press because they can't stop the run. And when they do that, Josh Allen's just going to dump it off. So now you're in this position where the Bills are perfectly comfortable. They're in their bag right now. They're in their groove offensively. You've done nothing to slow them down. They're going to run it again. You've shown no way. Just look at this. You can't stop them. You can't stop them. Every time they run, they're picking up like 7, 8 yards. Uh-oh. The Broncos need this if this is an offense. Holding on the offense. That's exactly what the Broncos needed right now. Their defense can't make a stop without it. I don't see them doing anything unless they get a crazy turnover or penalties. Well, they got a penalty. Even if the score is close, this game was never out of hand. I mean, yeah, I told people from the start the Bills are going to win this game. But Denver came out with the opening drive and made a statement to say, we're going to be here to fight. But we know Buffalo's going to win this game. I don't think there's any actual threat in believing that Buffalo's going to lose to Denver here. But, you know, we wanted to see the game be close. 1st and 20 now. This is where the passing game is going to be utilized. Now you got to hope the secondary can hold up, which they have been doing so far in this game. For the most part. But now when they know they can play the pass, they're going to play the pass. So that puts Allen in a situation where this could happen. Now he's got to take off. Now he's got to take off because nobody's open in the passing game. He's got to take off. When the Denver Broncos can just sit back in the passing game knowing it's going to be a pass attempt, they're in the perfect situation. But when they have to stop the run, good God, they're cooked. They can stop the pass. Look, clear passing situation, everybody's covered. Allen has to get out of the pocket. He has to scramble and go pick up some yards. He has to do this. Nobody's open. But then when it's a running situation, they can't stop it. That's why when they get put in 1st and long, 2nd and long, 3rd and long situations, and they have to pass it, it works to Denver's advantage. 2nd and 13 here, they're going to probably have to throw it again, and here comes the pressure. Allen's got to get rid of it quickly. Oh! That's a penalty. That might be targeting. And he's out. Davis is out. He knocked that. Oh my God, that's a clear personal foul. That was a terrible hit. Allen overthrew that. Jeez. Helmet to helmet, dude. He's out. That's a brutal hit. The Broncos can't stop shooting themselves in the foot. Oh, yeah, you're right. 1990. Thanks for the correction. 1990 was because they went 90, 91, 92, and 93. So, yeah, the first Super Bowl was wide right. Second Super Bowl, they got blown out by Washington. Appreciate that. But, yeah, the Broncos just smoked them right there. Just smoked. Had a perfect opportunity to get them off the field, and he delivers a hit like that. You just lost all the momentum to potentially get this team off the field. I don't think that's a call. He hit him in the helmet. He hit him in the helmet. His shoulder pad blasted him in the helmet. Any contact with a defender's, any contact with a receiver's helmet, that's a clear personal foul. It wasn't helmet to helmet. That was shoulder to shoulder. It made contact with the helmet. Go back and look at it. There was contact with the helmet. Not to mention, the ball, I think because he doesn't catch the ball in that situation, no question. The ball sails over his head, and then BAM! It was a bang-bang play. But any contact with the head, even though it was more shoulder, any contact with the head in the bang-bang play where the receiver doesn't have the ball in his hands, they're calling that as a penalty. That's great.
We can do that for you.
What, no battle?
Nope. Just a prescription.
Cologuard is an effective and non-invasive colon cancer screening test. False positive and negative results may occur. Those at high risk should use colonoscopy. Skip the drama. Ask your provider or request colonoscopy.
Hopefully he's okay, man. I'm not gonna lie. That hit knocked him out. That hit legitimately knocked him out.
NCIS Sydney. Two for the price of one. NCIS Sydney. New season. CBS Friday, January 31st.
Thankfully, Ray Davis able to get up.
Davis is okay. He's walking off the field. Oh well, he's walked off the field. They're helping him back inside the locker room. He may have a concussion. So that penalty gives them a first down. Just a brutal hit there.
His technique, he's trying to do the best he can, but because it's forcible contact to the head neck area, that's where the 15-yard.
First and 10, and this could potentially put Denver in a bad position. They're going to make a stop here on first down on the run with Cooks. Pickup of a yard. Second down coming up here for the Bills. That penalty could ultimately cost the Broncos any chance in winning this game at this point.
I got my guy blown up. Both of them hurt. And he's thinking like, oh, we're in a 3rd and 12.
And this
Jones was trying to lay off, but the problem is you can't just do intent.
I give Jones credit though again for just right away saying you shouldn't have done that. Tried to avoid it. It's on me. 2nd and 9. Huge play.
2nd and 9 here. Allen. They're going to play it straight up in the pass game. Allen's got to find someone across the middle. He does. He gets it to Knox. First down, Bills. And it looks like it could very well be over for them. 8 straight completions here for Josh Allen.
We're going to start to put the ball in one guy's hand. Good job by Knox getting up, finding the soft spot in the defense. And right now, Josh Allen, 8 straight completions. We rode quicker. He's been seeing it great. And now it's like,
By the way, if we play them next week, can we put... I want us to be primetime next week against Buffalo Bills. I don't want to hear Tony Romo. Do not have us be on CBS for the division round. Please, I'm not trying to hear Tony Romo. I'm just not. Allen steps up, fires. He's got a man! Incomplete. Where was he going with that? He just overthrew the hell out of that. Where was that ball going? Incomplete.
communication. This is just a throw. Watch this run up top. Oh, he just breaks it off on Riley Moss, and Josh Allen just overthrows him. I have not seen Allen miss with a clean pocket and a route like that on the entire side of the field. I think that's just a little nerves. Just calm down. You want it so bad, right?
A little nerves for what? They're leading. And they've been honestly dominating the trenches all game. Nerves based off of what? They're going to run it with Cook, and he's going to be dropped right there. So the Broncos have a chance to make a stop here on 3rd down. I expect Bo to start turning it over, trying to get back in the game. If they keep this close, they still have a chance. He doesn't have to force it. CBS has the right to the AFC playoffs. Well, we played the wildcard round in the prime time. But yeah, you know, if it's going to be... Just don't let us have Tony. All I know is... all I want and hope is we don't have Tony. That's why I hope we have a primetime game. But we're not going to have another primetime game. It was only wildcard weekend. Division round, we will be on CBS, unfortunately. Just give me Iron Eagle. Give me Iron Eagle. Don't give me... 3rd down here, they're going to run a screen, and the Broncos defense makes a stop. So he's short 4th down here. If you're the Buffalo Bills, it's a 4th and 1 situation. They haven't stopped the run all day. I might as well go for it. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for it. 16 of 19 on 4th and short this season. They've been very, very accurate. Very, not accurate, but very consistent here on 4th down. It's 4th and a long 1, but they can get this empty backfield here. Allen's going to either a quick throw or it's going to be a run. It's a quick throw or some sort of run here. Some sort of quick throw. Allen, he's trying to get out the pocket. Allen, he doesn't have too much time. Allen's got to find somebody. Allen, end zone. Touchdown. Oh my God, that was a hell of a play. Touchdown, Bills. That's game. That's game. That is game. That is game. And Denver was in position to make the stop, and he couldn't get. Is he out of bounds? Oh, he might be out of bounds. He might be out of bounds. That's not a touchdown. He might be out of bounds. They got to look where his feet is. Is he out of bounds? Oh. I don't know. He has to fully maintain. Shut up, Tony. You think everything's a touchdown to you. This is close. This is close. When does he gain control and possession, and where is his feet at the time? I think that's a touchdown, but I'm not sure. Do you have definitive evidence that his feet was out of bounds or touching the white? I don't know. The knee's down. All you need is one knee. This is close. They're going to take a look at this, but he might be out. And if he's out, that's a turnover on downs. That's a close one, man. I don't know how the refs are going to do it. They need definitive evidence. That looks like a touchdown, but I don't know. It's close. If he has possession while the knee is down, then it's touchdown. The knee looks down and he looks like he's in. But it's so close, I don't know. It's so close, I don't know. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. If they don't have clear evidence, if they don't have concise evidence that it's a touchdown, concise evidence that he's out of bounds, then they're going to have to rule it a touchdown. You don't change the play. So they've already ruled it a touchdown. It's going to be difficult to overrule this. You need clear evidence. I think the call's going to stand. The call is going to stand because I don't see clear evidence that he's out of bounds. I do not see clear evidence that he's out of bounds. So I think this call is going to stand. You need clear evidence that he's out of bounds. I don't see clear evidence. I don't see clear evidence. It's going to stand. Yeah, they're going to give it to the Bills. NFL, I don't think that's going to be the reason, dude. I get the Bills want the NFL would love Bills Ravens in the second round, but just from an official standpoint, you need clear evidence. You need clear evidence. I don't think you have enough clear evidence. Just looking at the replay myself, it's like a bang bang play. You need clear evidence that it's an incomplete pass. I don't know if you have clear evidence. They're going to take a look at it, but you need clear evidence. If that knee is down before the feet touch the white, that's a touchdown. If the knee's not down with him having possession before the feet, if it's not down and he touches the white before he has full possession of the football, then it's an out. And that basically means turnover on downs. That's a touchdown. I just don't see them overruling it. That's got to be a touchdown. That's got to be a touchdown. Let me see this call. They've confirmed it to be a touchdown. They've confirmed it to be a touchdown. I already see the kickers out there. They're kicking the extra point. They've confirmed it. There's not enough factual evidence to rule him out. The knee's down right there. That foot's not down. That's a touchdown. That is a touchdown. The foot is not down. Denver's going to go for 2 to try to make it a 14-point game. At this point, it might be 4-down territory for Denver. You can't go 3 and out again.
Something quick to the side.
Yeah, Denver's done. Their defense is cooked. I'm not gonna lie. Their defense is cooked. They don't even. One, it's man coverage. They send a cover. They set cover 0 on a blitz. Played man coverage here. Nothing. Nothing. Look at this. Everybody's out of position. Nobody knows what they're doing. This game's over. This game's over. This game's over. I could look to pack up early, honestly. I'll see what happens if Denver offensively can go score a touchdown. We could potentially make this a game, but this game's over. This game's over.
About sticky buns and all the savings you could get by bundling your home and car insurance. But here's the real secret. Eye contact.
Yeah, this is this honestly, it's one of those plays. It's one of those plays where if the refs would have ruled it incomplete and went to review it, you might not get a touchdown out of that. It's one of those plays. It's literally one of those plays. It's one of those plays, but I don't know.
It's a good day to start something new. To brush away gray in 5 easy minutes.
Let's see.
Put yourself out there and always put your best face forward. Just for men, mustache and beard.
Touches of black. They say a lot without having to say much. They stand for elegance, refinement, and prestige. Even a little can go a long way. And though they're darker than the darkest night, they make you see everything in a new light. The Kia X-Line Nightfall Collection.
Let me take a look at this. I can check out early. I'm gonna be here the whole day. I can check out early. Let's see. Packers and Eagles play at 4:30. It's 3:06. I can check out and have some time. Denver choked. Denver was never favored in the first place. No one expected them to win this game. Can't say they choked because how do you choke? Because they scored on the opening drive? It's not a choke. It's a touchdown. Broncos offense let their defense down, and they're getting tired. I'm hoping for a long Broncos touchdown drive to give them rest and a chance to figure it out. Doubt that's going to happen. Denver with poor play calling and garbage run defense. So we need to make sure our run defense is ready and tied up cooked. Bills versus Ravens, like people expect. I told everyone the playoffs are going to be the most predictable aspect. Everybody, I told y'all it's going to be the most predictable aspect. The only thing that's potentially surprised us has been the Chargers choking. Actually, I don't think that surprised anybody. Chargers choking is kind of within the expectations. But yeah, I mean, this is well within the expectations of what we expect to see. Run defense might have been bad, but they held them to 10 points in the half. That's not bad. I mean, they held them to 10 points in the half, and now they've given up 11 at this point in the second quarter, and Bo Nix and the offense can't do anything. At this point, it has to be 4-down territory, and I don't even know if you can run the football anymore. Running the ball has done nothing for them today. Running the ball has done nothing for them today. So at this point, if I'm Sean Payton, I'm airing it out. We're down 2 scores on the road in Buffalo. You might as well pass the football. You don't have time to be running this ball. You don't have time to be running this ball. You have to air this out. Guys got to go make plays. We've got to go score. You cannot go out there offensively and try to run this football. I don't care how much time. We're still in the third quarter. You're down 2 scores in Buffalo. You've got to go air this out. The running game has done nothing for them today. 1st and 10 here. Looks like they're going to try to run this. Maybe some play action. I don't know. They're going to run it on 1st down. And again, the run game's done virtually nothing for them. Can't even blame Vegas or the refs for this outcome. It's expected. I've already said this. The AFC playoffs is as predictable as possible. Buffalo and Baltimore were going to win their games no matter what you thought. And then Kansas City was going to get Chargers or Texans, whoever it was going to be. Next week, Chargers. I'm sorry, next week, Chargers. Next week, Texans is going to get smacked around by the Chiefs. And they can go either way. I said the AFC title game is going to be Chiefs-Ravens or Chiefs-Bills. Here we are. Chiefs-Ravens or Chiefs-Bills. So predictable. And Kansas City is probably going to win the matchup against either or. That's just how everyone expects. They're running it again. What are they doing? What are they're not getting anything going in the run game, and they keep running it. Run on 1st down, run on 2nd down, 3rd and intermediate, 3rd and long. You put the pressure on Bo Nix. What are you doing? Sean! Oh, my God. This is... If they go 3 and out again, the game's over. If they go 3 and out again, the game is over. I could turn this off right now. They're dominating in time of possession 30-12. If they don't convert this third down, the game is over. They're in trouble. They're in absolute trouble. Has Denver just given up offensively? These play calling. Flag, false start. All right, that's a wrap. That's a wrap. They're not choking because they weren't the favorites. They're just crumbling under the pressure. They weren't the favorites. They were expected to lose. It's last year's team, just number 1 and 3 flipped. Can't call this a choke because they weren't favored to win. They were expected to get Buffalo was favored heavily in this game. So they're doing what the experts said. Everyone said Denver was going to lose. So they're doing exactly what everyone expected them to do. Lose. 3rd and 11 at this point. I mean, like, what do you do? What do you do if you're Bo Nix? Nobody's going to be open downfield. Are you even going to get the time to throw? Buffalo's going to send a little bit of heat. Are you going to get any time to throw the football? And if you end up having to go back, look at this. Look at this. Pressure's coming. Bo Nix over the middle. He's incomplete. Should have been picked off. And now you got to go back to it's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. I think I can go on here. So, with it being 3:10 and I have to stream 2 other games, I feel like it's okay for us to just, like, call it, right? Like, you guys know we're going to be here for the Eagles-Packers. Can I just call it here? Everyone good? It's game? Look at that. That should have been picked. The game's over. The game's over. Ravens got to limit Cook and Allen. That's what the plan's going to be. So, I feel comfortable to say that. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, my goodness. So I feel like it's fair to say, am I streaming the next game? Yes. I'm not trying to listen to Romo Glaze anymore. The game is over. Game is over. 14-point game in Buffalo, and they can't even pick up a first down. Can I just call it here so we can all call it the game, and I'll see you guys at 4:30 for the Eagles and Packers? Can I call it a stream? Or should I at least wait till the 4th quarter comes? I can call a stream right here. We can all just take a bit of a break, move away from this game, get ready for Eagles Packers at 4:30. Because I will be here. I'm streaming all the games. I don't want to hear Romo glazing anymore. I'd rather just go do something else. Game is basically over. I feel like we could at least call it a game, prepare for Eagles, Packers, and I'll see you guys at 4:30.
Involves contact with radioactivity, which may increase the risk for cancer and cause fetal harm. Drink plenty of fluids, urinate often, use contraception, and talk to your doctor about ways to reduce
Let's see here.
during and after treatment. Pluvicto can cause low levels of blood cell counts, kidney problems, and infertility. Tell your doctor if you have weakness, pale skin, shortness of breath, bleeding.
Time for some food. I probably should get some food before the game starts. I probably should eat something. I got laundry to do anyway and some grub to eat. Guys, we're going to end it here. The Denver Broncos aren't bringing us anything. If something was to magically happen in the 4th quarter, I got no problem restarting the stream. But at this point, at this stage, with Buffalo up 2 scores with the football heading into the 4th quarter, the game is over. Denver's doing nothing. They're not even being aggressive. They're just first down run, second down run, third down, let's pass. They've given up. They know it's over. They know it's over. Ain't no rookie quarterback going to Buffalo to win. Everybody knew how this was going to turn out. So we can just end it here. We can just end it here and call it a game, and I'll see you guys at 4:30. So, you know what? I'm at least let it run down to the end of the 3rd. Let the 3rd quarter run out. They gave up like the Steelers. They need Prime Elway, the comeback kid. They're done. They're not even trying anymore. When you're down 2 scores, I'm not running the football anymore. You're down 2 scores on the road in the 3rd quarter late. Stop running the football. They've stopped it all game. It's like they don't care anymore. They don't care anymore. What is the offensive coordinator doing? This conservative play calling, they don't care anymore, bro. They don't care anymore. They know it's over. They know it's over. They're just ready to go home. They tried to compete. Their defense is gassed. They're tired. They're cooked. Can you believe this? I just realized they played the first 3 playoff games were all the AFC side. These next 3 playoff games, they're all the NFC side. That's crazy. So the AFC playoffs will be decided here. Buffalo will be hosting Baltimore next week, and Houston's going back to Kansas City. So let's see. Texas is going to get another chance at the Chiefs. How do you think about us match up against the Bills? I think we have a really favorable matchup against them. How do I think? Well, we matched up well against them in Week 4. I don't think that Week 4 matchup is going to be the exact same. It's not going to be 1-for-1. But we match up well against them. Derrick Henry's going to be a force. It's going to be difficult. They're going to... Just looking at how the Denver's defense has handled Josh Allen. Josh Allen's played well, but he hasn't been out of this world. Baltimore's defense has always played well against Josh Allen. Go look at his numbers. Baltimore's defense has always played well against Josh Allen. I feel we will continue to play well against Josh Allen. Defense plays fundamentally sound against Josh Allen. We'll be fine. Baltimore with the offense, if they can play fundamentally sound and run the football, they will be fine. So I look at both those aspects and say, we will be fine. I think Baltimore matches up well. The formula to win is there. If you give the King the ball in the postseason, you continue to let him run the rock, tire out that defense, we're going to be fine. So I believe Baltimore has the capabilities of going up to Buffalo next week, beating the Bills, heading to Arrowhead for the AFC title game, and we'll see what happens there. Either way, next week's going to be a grudge match. I don't think they're stopping the run against us, and I think our run defense has the potential to force some second and long and third and long. Absolutely. We're one of the best run defenses in football. So this matchup favors us. It really does favor us. I'm pretty sure the Bills are going to be favored in that game because they have the better record. But this matchup, from a matchup perspective, we match up really well against the Buffalo Bills. So I'm looking forward to this second round matchup. Lamar versus Josh. I'm going to be off social media all week because I'm not going to deal with the constant toxicity that's going to happen between these two fan bases. It's been nothing but trash talk all season because of the MVP conversation. I didn't partake in that. I'm not going to partake in anything that happens this week. So I'm going to be chilling out this week waiting for this game. And at the end of the day, whatever happens in that division round game happens. I believe Baltimore will win the game. They're ready for the moment. They're going to get it done. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm ready for that game next week. It would have been great to host the Texans for the division round in back-to-back years because I felt like we would have been in a prime position to get ready to win that one and head to the AFC title game. But yeah, Buffalo, it's going to be what it is. I think Buffalo will give us a fight compared to the regular season game. Of course they're going to give us a fight. If Buffalo gets manhandled by us twice, oh, we're talking all sorts of trash. But there's no way Buffalo's going to get manhandled. The way the Bills played today and how the Denver defense matched up against them, honestly, the Bills haven't done anything majorly crazy. They kept everything very simple. Basically, they followed the formula we did against the Steelers. But we were much more effective with that because we have Derrick Henry. I feel confident if they try this same game plan against us, they're in trouble. If they try to air it out, I feel comfortable with everybody except Brandon Stevens that we can win those matchups.
Outfitted with the most advanced tech and ready for anything. Buy a Tacoma now with 3.99% APR or lease for just $249 a month. Toyota, let's go places.
Hi, I'm Colleen Wegman. This season, we're proud to highlight our best prices with hot zones throughout the store. We're hoping to make it easier to...
Only thing that worries me is if our secondary does some BS like the end of the game versus the Steelers. The only thing that worries me is Brandon Stevens. That's it. That's the only thing that worries me. Brandon Stevens. Brandon Stevens is the only thing that worries me. But other than that, I feel very confident and comfortable I feel very confident and comfortable with our chances against Buffalo. Like I said, we faced off against every one of these teams in the postseason. The only team we haven't beat is Kansas City. So at the very least, we got to be at Arrowhead for the AFC Championship game. You handle business in round 1 against the Steelers. Go to Buffalo in a tough matchup. Handle business there. 3rd down and 6 here. Broncos looking to try to make a stop. Look, guys aren't even in position. They look lost. Oh, they're in trouble. Allen airs it out. Dude is wide open. Are they even trying? I'm done. Game over. Game over. They're not even trying. They're not even trying. Nobody was trying to make the tackle. Ball game. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Broncos have quit. They're done. They're dead in the water. I am going to go and leave this stream. I'll see you at 4:30. Bills, Ravens divisional round. We'll see you there. With that being said, that's all I got, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm out of here, man. See you guys in like an hour and a half. We'll see what happens. Peace out, guys.